Hi everyone, today we will be doing a documentary about outsourcing and its benefit. First, I would like to introduce you to my teammates. My name is Trin, then we have Teen, Doro, Karen, and Aguda. Now let's get started. So, most common question about outsourcing is whether it's good or bad. Before making your judgment, let us find out a few facts. When developed countries outsource, they provide jobs to developing countries. With this, workers are able to earn more money, and with higher GDP, they're able to have better living standard and participate in trade to purchase foreign goods and services. Also, it lessens the inequalities among people. On the other hand, developed countries get more goods and services from outsourcing. With lower costs, they're able to save time and get more expertise. Most important, now they can focus on management matter.
From 1979 to 2009, there were a drop of 8 million workers, and the manufacturing plants have also declined in the last decade, which is shrinking by more than 12.5%. H-1B is a working permit for lower-wage overseas workers and it lasts 6 years. U.S. workers were replaced under this program and jobs were transferred to other countries. Important note: green card was not provided for the H-1B workers, and since their permit was controlled by the companies, this program became a way to suppress wages and pad profits. Outsourcers like Tata and Infosys received more than 33,000 new H-1B visas in the past 4 years. In another word, there were 33,000 US workers losing their jobs because of this program. The global electronic contract manufacturing industry are expected to have the revenue of $462 billion by the end of 2015.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm here today with Spider-Man and we're going to talk about outsourcing. So let's talk about a multi-million-dollar company, say for example Nike. And Nike is located in over 6 continents. And according to the 2013 fiscal year report, Nike employed over 1.01 million contract workers in over 785 contract factories. So hey Spider-Man, do you want to know how Nike is benefiting the countries where they outsource their jobs to?
Yeah, I'd actually like to know.
By Nike outsourcing production, it helps create new jobs in labor-intensive countries who usually have high unemployment rates. These new jobs stimulate the economy, which consequently leads to GDP growth.
What about wages?
In regards to wages, in recent years, Nike has had a lot of backlash from protesters who want to ban Nike sweatshops for good. However, this might not be the best approach to solve a political and ethical problem. Let's examine why banning sweatshops might actually hurt the same people these protesters are trying to help. When I googled what is the minimum wage in Indonesia, the following information appeared. The average worker makes between $2.48 and $6.09. Now let's keep this information in mind. My following Google search was, how much does Nike pay its typical sweatshop worker in Indonesia? I came across this article published in 2013 where they state that the typical worker earns an equivalent of $3.50 per day on average, which for a 6-day work week, which amounts to $21 a week. Now $21 might not seem like a lot, but in a month, a typical Indonesian worker could be making 3,444 Indonesian rupees. So, completely banning all manufacturing jobs in Indonesia for ethical and political reasons will displace hundreds of workers, which will slow down the growth of the Indonesian economy. These misplaced workers will return to their large unemployment pool. Although US protesters, meanwhile, banning Nike sweatshops will not make the Indonesian worker better off. So in the meantime, I will continue to enjoy my good quality Nike shoes that I got for $40 last year.
Yay for outsourcing!
India is the #1 destination for outsourced jobs. There are many multinational corporations that have outsourced jobs to India, including HP, Dell, Microsoft, and IBM. In the next few minutes, I will explain why do corporations outsource jobs to India, and how outsourcing affects the economies of both countries. One of the main reasons corporations outsource to India is to lower business costs. One of the ways companies lower their business cost is by paying lower wages. For example, a good software developer in the United States can cost from $50 to $80 an hour. In India, the wages can be negotiated to as low as $15 an hour. Another reason corporations can greatly benefit from outsourcing to India is because of the different time zone. Work is sent to India by the end of the day in the United States and is completed during the daytime in India and then sent back, meaning the job is done in a day's time and turnaround time is reduced, making outsourcing more efficient and productive. Last but not least, companies are attracted to India because of its government support. Lowering interest rates and fewer foreign exchange restrictions are just some of the ways India's government welcomes outsourcing. But how does outsourcing impact United States and India's economies? Outsourcing has greatly benefited India's economy. Multinational corporations have employed millions of workers in India for outsourced projects, and this contributes greatly to India's growing economy. Unfortunately, outsourcing does have negative effects on America's economy, the main one being increased unemployment rates in the United States. With more and more jobs going overseas, corporations are making short-term gains individually, but in the long term are damaging America's economy as a whole.
Overall, outsourcing is not really evil or zero-sum game where one gains and another loses. In fact, it benefits everybody. Thank you everyone for watching.